Alright, what's up everybody? Back with some more Scarlet and Violet singles Wi-Fi battles. We got a brand new team today. I think it was like about a week ago now that I actually threw up a community poll for you guys on the channel. I'll throw a screenshot on the video right now for you guys, but I had this poll going. It's been going for about a week now. I kind of took the results after about 3-4 days, and with an overwhelming amount of votes, you guys actually wanted me to build a team around ALOLAN Muk. The other two options actually being Great Tusk and Ogre Pawn. So, just a little bit of a spoiler before I get into this. Well, I do have a team with Grass Ogre Pawn. It's not a singles team, but I have a VGC team around, or at least that has Grass Ogre Pawn on it that you guys will probably be seeing within the next week or so as well. So, those of you guys that want to see Ogre Pawn, there is a team, at least a VGC team with it on it. So, but I threw together a team around ALOLAN Muk. I'm going to be real with you guys. This is a bunch of stuff I just randomly had. I had a lot of this stuff already available, and it's just a lot of stuff that I never really had a chance to use so far, so I kind of just threw it onto this team. This team is not really the greatest, had some really bad weaknesses and a bunch of other stuff, so I'm going to kind of break this team down for you guys real quick, and then we're going to hop into the first game with this team. But start of this team, what I made it around with this ALOLAN Muk. I was originally going to run an Assault Vest set, but I decided to just throw like Black Sludge on here. Max attack, max HP, Toxic, Poison Jab, Knockoff, Minimize, just really kind of a standard set here. So I threw the Hisuian Braviary on this team because I think Hisuian Braviary is actually really cool. I've not used it yet, so I wanted to use it. I threw it on this team with the Tinted Lens Life Orb. Kind of cool. Esper Wing is actually a really cool move. It actually gives you a +1 speed boost and a high chance of critting, which is kind of cool as well. I'm running Modest on this thing, so I'm not sure if that's the greatest idea, but we're going to roll with it anyways, because I just didn't feel like changing the nature to a timid nature for no reason why I never tested it. So I did test this team a little bit. I had about 4 or 5 games with it so far, and I just kind of called it there. Yeah, like I know this team's not going to be great, but we're going to roll with it anyways. I've actually got the Choice Scarf Moxie Heracross on this team. Kind of just threw it on here. It was a perfect fit for this team, and I kind of just threw it on here. I got the ALOLAN Ninetales with the Light Play, with the Aurora Veil. It's actually more of an offensive Ninetales with the max rush attack, max speed, instead of max HP that I've usually been running on some of my VGC teams. Just mainly there to just dish out really solid damage, and mainly just to get the Aurora Veil up on this team. It also is the fastest thing on this team apart from the Scarfer, which is the Scarf Heracross, so that's kind of the thing on this team as well. Brought back the Corpse Grind of the Iron Treads. If you guys not know this mon, this is actually the same mon that was actually on my first competitive singles team when the game actually first released. Bringing it back again, nothing with this really changed, it's pretty much the same builds if you guys were around that long for this thing. Just more of a defensive, or like an offensive support mon. And then I actually threw Diplin on this team. Diplin is a meme. A lot of people are shitting on this mon. I think this mon's great. At least in the 5 games I've tested this team, Diplin puts in a lot of work. It is just so bulky and it just doesn't die. I think the only thing this thing needs is Leech Seed. I'm not sure if Leech Seed is actually an egg move or what, but for some reason, Leech Seed is not in this for some reason. It must not get Leech Seed, or I'm not 100% sure, or that or it's an egg move. So I'm just actually running 126 defense and special defense in this max HP with the Eviolite. I got the Sticky Hold in case anything has knockoff. You cannot get rid of the Eviolite or its item. So it's a really cool mon. There's a lot of stuff on this team. You could also I could have put different Terra types. Like this team could have benefited from a Terra Water Ninetales or something, just for defensive utility, because it is kind of weak to fire, and it is kind of relatively slow. Apart from the Scarf Heracross, which is kind of another thing I've been finding out with this team. And then there's a few other things. This team doesn't really have that many bulky stuff on this team. The bulkiest thing on this team is the Diplin, and the typing for it is not really the greatest of a defensive typing. Apart from that, the other most bulky thing you have is the ALOLAN Muk. So, kind of got to be careful, and you got to kind of play it more offensively than defensively. So, that being said, let's hop right into this with game number 1. Alright, we are here with a match. My opponent's actually running a really cool team, a Mono Dragon team, so that's going to be the first team we're going against with this team. Like I said as well, if you guys do want a bonus 3rd game with this team, be sure to show some support to this video and the second match I upload with this team. if both of the videos do really good, I'll bring you guys a third bonus match with this team. You guys did it with the Infernape team we had previously, so if you guys like this team, I'll bring you guys a third game. If not, I'll just get rid of it and we'll build something new. So he has the Hisuian Gudra, Dragonite, Garchomp, Como-O, Salamence, and Baxcalibur. I think I just lead Ninetales here. I don't see like any drawback in just like not leading Ninetales. I think if I were him, I would probably lead Hisuian Gudra. I think that's probably what he's going to lead with. That can be probably kind of an issue, especially if he sets up. I think actually Hisuian Gudra, if he's actually like a body press or like setup variant, it could be really scary. This team also kind of struggles with setup mons as well. This team doesn't really have like anything to really deal with a lot of setup, so I gotta be really careful about that. He leads Baxcalibur. Okay, that's fine. Question is here though, like, do I just get my Aurora Veil up? Because I don't know what he actually does to me. Unless he's like Terra Steel with Iron Head. I don't know. I think I just get my Aurora Veil up. And I think with an Aurora Veil boost, like if he doesn't Terra, like you're not one-shotting me. And he actually goes for Snowscape himself. Okay. That must have been a misclick. That was probably a misclick. And I'm just going to Moonblast here. I don't see any drawback just not Moonblasting. Alolan Ninetales is so good. He's going to go into the Hisuian Gudra now. Here comes the Gudra. Still going to be some really solid damage, though. It's okay damage. That might actually be Assault Vested. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I really want to stay in and just try to do more damage, but I don't know what he really has for me. I'm actually going to go into the Corpse Grinder here. I think if I can bring in the Treads here and not take that much damage, I can just kind of spam Earthquake. He only has 2 flying types on his team. He doesn't have Iron Head, so he's a physical variant. Glad I switched there because that would have still did a shit ton of damage, I think. Stealth Rocks actually look really good here as well. I'm gonna throw my rocks. I don't know what he has for me. He might have Muddy Water if he's like a mixed Gudra. I'm not sure. He is mixed. Okay, he has Chilling Water. That's kind of weird to see, especially when I think Gudra also gets Muddy Water. So I'm not 100% sure why he's running that. I guess for the attack drop. I mean, you gotta. I'm assuming he's just running as well because he's running a Mono Dragon team. So you kind of have to like play based off of that. You don't really have that many options. See how much an Earthquake does. It's at -1. Still does a lot of damage. He actually has Curse. Okay. I mean, I don't think that really matters now, though. He's a little bit too late. I think if he would have cursed on the turn I switched out, I think he would have been in a really good spot. I don't know. I just Earthquake again. If he wants to go into Salamence or Dragonite, that's fine. They're going to take Stealth Rock damage. Does go into Dragonite, that's fine though, because if he has multi-scale, like that's why I really want to get up the rocks as well. Because if the Dragonite has multi-scale, then I break the multi-scale when it comes in. That way I can, if I really need to, I can one-shot it with like a Freeze Dry or a Blizzard or a Moonblast or something else later on. My only problem here is if he starts setting up like Dragon Dance, that'll be a huge issue. I'm gonna go into the ALOLAN Muk here. I'm not really even scared of the Gudra anymore. Like, if we can get his team really low, like get rid of the Dragonite or get the Dragonite really low and the Salamence really low. He actually has Fire Punch, okay. Doesn't do anything because of the Veil. Seems really good under Veil, though. I will give that his team. If you have the Veil up, you eat a lot of hits. I don't know if I should just Poison Jab here, try to get a Poison or a Knockoff. I think I'm going to Poison Jab. I'm going to switch. I wish I would have went for Knockoff. He actually goes Garchomp here. I wish I would have went for Knockoff, I really do. If I can get a Poison here, though, I'll still be in a good spot. Nope, I wish I would have went for Knockoff. I don't know, like, oh, I guess my Veil's gone now, though. Does he Earthquake on this turn? I'm not sure. Or does he just go for a Dragon Claw? I think I'm going to predict an Earthquake, and I'm going to go into the Braviary here. I don't really need the Braviary that much in this match, just mainly because it doesn't really do much. If I can get a speed boost and start rolling that way, it ain't too bad. He actually has Dig. That does not matter at all. Okay. I can just stay in here, actually. Get a Tailwind up. I actually outspeed him, so he's running a bulky Garchomp. I don't know how I outspeed. Dig does nothing. I just Esper Wing here. If I can get a crit, I can probably one-shot him from this range. He's gonna withdraw again. A lot of stuff's taking chip damage. The Heracross is looking really good late game. It's looking a little better and better as this match goes on. It's a 2-hit KO, and I get the speed boost too. I mean, I guess he probably has Ice Shard. Ice Shard would do a shit ton of damage to me, but I'm not really too scared. He's gonna withdraw again. Okay, what? You just switching out. I don't understand why he keeps switching now. Like, at the start of it, I understand, but like now he's just taking a bunch of damage. Everything's getting really low. It's the Intimidate off. I don't think that matters. It's gonna be a 2-hit KO. Unless Joel is Choice Scarfed, I don't think you're outspeeding me. And even then at +2, I don't think you outspeed. Like, everything's really low on. I think that actually crazy enough, I think the Braviary is actually able to sweep now. It might actually just sweep his team. I'm just gonna keep going for Esper Wing. I think I might actually be able to sweep him now. Unless he's like Terra, Steel, Como-O, I think I can actually sweep him now. Because everything on his team takes so much damage from Stealth Rock, and now nothing actually outspeeds me. We might actually have a Braviary sweep here, y'all. I was gonna say, I really wanted the Heracross to sweep, I really did, but... The Heracross, I guess, isn't really the greatest, just because he has the 2 flying types. The Dragonite and the Salamence. Salamence is gone now, though, but... I can't just lock myself into close combat and YOLO. Unless I get to, like, +1 or +2 to kind of break through both of those. Wasn't the Garchomp. I don't know what this thing has. I don't know how you're gonna outspeed me. You're dead. I'm assuming he does not have Terra Steel Como, because otherwise he would have already went into it. I think we're about to get a sweep here, y'all. Dragonite. Unless he's like, I guess maybe if he's banded like Terra E-Speed. Terra E-Speed Dragonite, maybe he can at least kill me that way. At that point, though, I still think he still would probably lose at this point. See if he's Terra Steel, I'm curious. If he's Terra Steel, then I get outplayed. We'll find out right now. Is he Terra Steel? He's Terra Psychic. Okay. I mean, I guess that it really isn't the worst thing, though. Yeah, it's not really the worst thing. I have tinted lenses, like, you're still taking... Look at how much damage that does. Because of tinted lens. That's still a 2-hit KO. That's crazy. That is insane. I don't know how he... I don't even know. I guess that... I mean, the shitty thing is now I'm going to die to Life Orb, which kind of sucks. I don't have Roost on this set, unfortunately. I'm just going to Esper Wing again. He's going to withdraw again. Okay, so now I think actually the Heracross can come in and start sweeping. I really do. I think the Heracross, once I die to Life Orb, I can probably clean up the game with Heracross. I was debating whether I'd like to throw like a Twisted Spoon on this Braviary as well. I was really close to throwing a Twisted Spoon on here, but I went with Life Orb because I thought it'd be a little bit better overall. Maybe Twisted Spoon wouldn't be too bad. He dies to Stealth Rock. I don't know, he might actually just end up losing because of Stealth Rock now, actually. I guess the Como can... I mean, he might actually still go down here. I think everything else on his team dies to rocks. I don't know how I forgot how much health the Dragonite actually has. I just Esper Wing here again. I'm dead to Life Orb, but I'm gonna at least take somebody with me. Braviary putting in a shit ton of work, even getting the crit. Putting in a ton of work this game. I'll give props to my opponent though. It takes balls to run a mono dragon team. I'll give him credit. He at least tried. I think he could have implemented a lot better though. I don't know. I don't really know about the Terra Psychic, Como-O, and a few other things. kind of sketchy, and a few of his builds. I don't know why he's running Dig on Garchomp and a few other things. I'm gonna go into the Alolan Muk here. I could go into the Heracross because I have the. I can probably kill him from this range with whatever I wanted to use, but especially after rocks. But the Muk is the star of this team. This is what you guys wanted to see, so I'm gonna let Muk come in here and get the last kill. He's gonna try to Dragon Dance. I mean, I don't blame him. If I were him, I'd just Dragon Dance too and try to sweep that way. He might actually live a knockoff. Depends on his build. If he's really bulky, he might. He doesn't have an item. He does not have an item, okay. Does Dragonite get acrobatics? I don't even know if this thing gets acrobatics. I don't think it does. +1 Fire Punch, that still doesn't do much. So he has Dragon Dance, Fire Punch. What were your last two moves? I don't know. He wasn't Terra normal E-Speed. Unless he had E-Speed and he was just saving it. I don't know what his last two moves were. Either Earthquake, Dragon Claw, or E-Speed, or one of those. And he had no item either, which is really weird. I have no idea why he didn't have an item. I don't know, not bad though. Pretty solid showcase for this team. He's out of here, he just left. Just leaves. I think this team can be good though. Like if you can get the Roar Veil up, you can get rolling with this team. This team does have a lot of potential to kind of just steamroll a team. He had a lot of like really weird switches too. He kept switching around for some reason. Like a few of them I've seen why he would do that, but like towards like the middle of the game he kind of switched really weird. And then like a lot of stuff just started taking a lot more damage and like stealth rocks over time, and it kind of just whittled everything down for kind of no reason. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna bring you guys at least one more match with this team within the next couple days. If you guys not want to miss that, subscribe. So if you guys not want to miss that, got a bunch more stuff on the way. If you guys want to check it out as well, I still stream over on Twitch. There's a link to that in the description down below. I also have a channel Discord, link in the description down below. And then follow me over on Twitter as well. I have a link down in the description for that as well. So apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. I got a bunch more VGC stuff on the way. I got a few more VGC teams. And then I should have at least, and we'll see if we can get a game number 3 of this team. If not, I'll probably be putting another team together and I'll have another poll for you guys about some stuff that you guys want to maybe see on a team, and I'll let you guys decide. So apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.